Hello, everyone. I am sitting here semi in the dark in my room, doing this Masked Singers Season 6, Episode 10 video. Not trying to talk too loudly, though I'm super excited about what went down. I don't want to wake my grandson up. He just went to sleep, and he's not been sleeping for very long when I've been watching him lately. But anyway, wowie, wowie, wowie. Did you see Episode 10? Oh my word. The star-studded cast of the characters this season. It is just so astonishing to me. So, that being said, I didn't catch a whole lot of new clues for a lot of the characters on this episode. It's Group B, the semifinals is what it was. The first to perform was Banana Split, and I'm like, it's still Selena Gomez and Martin Short. Um, they said he said one of them wanted to be a pop star, but it didn't work, but it didn't exactly work out. And she's like, hey, and he said, I didn't say it was you, or I didn't, nope, nobody said it was you, I guess is how he said it. Um, and they showed him playing the drums, and that was really the only clues I caught for them. Now, nobody said it was you. Could have been referencing something that she had sang, I suppose. But they did a trophy, like they showed a trophy shelf thingy, um, and talked about trophies that they had. And I wish I had paid more attention to all of the different trophies that were in their case because they had a lot of trophies. But he said the one that was most important to him was this one that turned out to be a favorite hottie award. But it was not for him, it was for her. And she said that she honestly can't recall how or why she got it. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, it's just Selena Gomez and Martin Short, in my opinion. Together, they had, as I said, several awards. They performed Pokerface. She sang again. He played the drums, I believe, in the song. I do not recall actually if he played the piano or the drums. They showed him playing the drums in the clue thing. I'm thinking that he played the clues. I hate that I can see myself in my glasses. But anyway, but yeah, they performed Pokerface by Lady Gaga and did an excellent job. So the next one to perform was Caterpillar. And I had seen a spoiler on YouTube about Caterpillar getting revealed. And Jenny did push the reveal button, which I will talk about here in a minute. Um, but yeah, I didn't watch it to the point where they showed who Caterpillar was. I started to, and then I was like, no, I don't want to see who Caterpillar is. But I did watch it to the point, unfortunately, where they did actually tell that he was the one being revealed, even though the thing had said he was the one being revealed. And when I did, I saw the other person that was not there. So normally this early in the video, I do not tell who has been revealed, but I just told that Caterpillar was revealed. So I might as well tell the other one too. It was Mallard. I was so shocked. Mallard and Caterpillar are two that I figured would not only be in the final, but would be in, I mean, there's only going to be four in the final, but I figured they would be in the top three, along with Bull. But last night I was thinking about it and I was like, well, I kind of, if Banana Split, since Banana Split is Selena Gomez and Martin Short, I want them to be in the final, and I kind of want to see them win. And I was like, since Queen of Hearts is Debbie Ryan, I would like to see her do really well and win. But now I'm not so certain that's who she is. Talk about that in a minute. Anyhow, so the next one that performed, as I was about to say, was Caterpillar. He performed Friends in Low Places, which we know is a Garth Brooks song. He did very well on it. Um, and he said several times, fake it till you make it. And I kept thinking, there's somebody that says that. Who is it that says that? And he literally said, as I always say, fake it till you make it. Who is it that always says that? Well, now I know. But anyway, I'm sure several other people are like, oh, yeah, he always says fake it till you make it. But anyway, and he said that he used to sing this song with his sister all the time. And I went, Jack Osborne, maybe? This was while he was singing it. I was like, that could be Jack Osborne. He sings, he's pretty good. And the trophy that they had for him was a state champion Bible quiz award that he got first place on. And he said that that trophy meant a lot to him, but it was nothing compared to the VMA award. that he got. And I was like, And they were like, um, they give those to actors, they give them to singers, like who they give them to? And I like looked it up, and they're, from what I saw, they're given to singers and songwriters. So I don't know that this person actually qualifies in that category, but I think they're given for a wide variety of stuff, like the Oscars. And so I just realized I left an N out. I wrote Ashton Kutcher. Ashton Kutcher. Anyway, Ashton Kutcher. I wrote his name down and I was like, that could possibly be him. And then, of course, Jenny hit the reveal button and she guessed that he was Jake Gyllenhaal. And I'm going, no, why would you hit the button? First of all, I felt like Caterpillar could win. And she hit the button, which made me mad. And Jake Gyllenhaal, no, there was nothing that told me he has a sister, Maggie Gyllenhaal. Well, duh, a lot of people have sisters. And she was leaning also toward Owen Wilson or Luke Wilson, and she went with Owen Wilson for her final guess. And I'm like, or maybe that was Mallard. I don't recall, but whichever one it was sounded nothing like Owen Wilson. If Owen Wilson sings decently, I'm sure he sings with that same Texas twang that he talks with. So anyway, but yeah, she said it was Jake Gyllenhaal, and she was wrong. So, of course, just like with Ken, they did not actually reveal who the person was. Thank goodness. And there was a message from Emily Hampshire, and I was like, whoever she is, because I didn't recall seeing her in anything. So I looked her up, and she is actually a Canadian actress who is in Schitt's Creek, and she was in Boy Meets Girl, or is in Boy Meets Girl, and a lot of other stuff. And I was like, nah, I still think it's maybe probably Justin Bieber. I'm still leaning toward him for various reasons. And so then the next one that performed was Mallard. He said he's 100% the underduck. He's loving every moment, which made me think of the song Loving Every Moment of It. Loving every moment of it. Loving every moment of it. Which is by Loverboy, whose lead singer is Mike Reno. So then I looked into where Mike Reno was born, and I don't recall right now where it was. Kind of think it might have been California. I don't recall. But anyway, he said mallards love eating banana splits, and he made a reference to caterpillars making good fishing bait. And he said he's the ultimate heartbreaker. Just ask his wife. His kids get tired of his dad jokes, so he obviously has kids. And then at this point, I looked into how many kids Willie Robertson has, which was 10. I was like, whoa, they have that many kids? I've only seen 2 on Duck Dynasty in the seasons when I watched it. But actually, I got to thinking about it, and I'm pretty sure those were Jace's kids, not Willie's. And, a lot of people don't want their kids being out there like that. And I don't blame them. And so I also looked into how many kids Blake Shelton has, if any, and found out that he has 3 stepkids with Gwen Stefani. I looked into Cary Elwes, who only has 1 child, so I was like, well, I guess it's not Cary Elwes then. I was hoping it would be. Anyway, he says he's got lots of kids, so yeah, I wrote, I did that research while I had the show paused. And then I got to the part where he says he has lots of them. And I wrote, so must be Willie Robertson, LOL. He said he's doing this for his kids. It's a reminder to always spread their wings. You never know where it may take you. And at this point, I'm going, well, these do kind of seem to be duck references, so maybe it is Willie for real. I know a lot of people on the internet had said that it was Willie, right? And he performed Fly by Sugar Ray, I almost said Sugar Way, by Sugar Ray, which I thought he did a fly job on. Though when him and Caterpillar and Banana Split all performed, I noticed that they were taking breaths in places that perhaps professional singers would not take breaths. And the breaths were kind of obvious, though I know it's super hot in those costumes. But yeah, so I was like, could really maybe be Willie Robertson, as a lot of people on the internet had said they believed it was. And the trophy for Mallard was a Barbara Walters 10 Most Fascinating People Awards, right? Um, and I was like, oh, I love when she does those things. She picks some really interesting people. She did one on the Dalai Lama. But so whenever they were talking about that, he said, and I'm not going to say this part as loud as I did when I was talking to my son because my grandson, as I said, is sleeping. But he said that he said he had been doing pretty well for himself at this point, but when he received that call, he understood that this had always been his calling, and he really stressed the word calling. And I went, this is Willie Robertson, because him saying calling like that referenced duck calls. And as I said, I noticed a whole lot more new clues for him than I did for the other characters. Not really sure why that is, but I did. Um, and so the next one that performed, of course, was Queen of Hearts. And I made a note after Mallard had performed and said, so far, Banana Split has actually been the best, in my personal opinion, because Caterpillar and Mallard, though I thought they did great, and I mean, everyone's just so great this season. It seemed like they were more breathy than Ice Cream from Banana Split was. So, anyway, Queen of Hearts performed, and she said that this her being on this show came along at a time when a dream was ending, and one she never imagined would end. Now, I had forgotten that last week after I did, or not last week, 2 weeks ago, after I did my video, I got to thinking, or I might have mentioned it in the video and might just not remember it, but I got to thinking about how she was talking about the media giving her a hard time about her weight because she was female, and how hard of a time people had given her about her weight pretty much through her entire career, no matter how good she did. And I went, well, maybe perhaps this could be Kelly Clarkson, which is interesting because Ken Jeong went that way today on the show. But so, yeah, she said a dream was ending when she never imagined would, but she was on the other side. It's good and bad. A dream was ending when she never imagined would, but she was on the other side of it, stronger than she ever imagined she could be. Kelly Clarkson has a song called Stronger. Ken didn't get to say that part in his um, explanation about why he thought it was Kelly Clarkson, and I'm pretty sure that was part of why. Um, I'm not sure that the build looks like Kelly Clarkson, but to me it could definitely maybe be her, but the voice on the song she did today to me seemed like it was lower than Kelly Clarkson's. So I think I need to go back and watch some of, I mean, I'm pretty sure Queen of Hearts on some of them sang some higher stuff. And I feel like I need to go back and listen to her and see how much to me she sounds like Kelly Clarkson rather than Debbie Ryan. And because part of what got me was I was like, well, I mean, this could possibly be Kelly Clarkson because of all of that, right? And then I'm like, well, I mean, she's not from the South. And I went, wait, yeah, she is. She's from Texas. This could totally be Kelly Clarkson, right? You don't really notice her having an accent a whole lot when you watch The Voice because you watch it all the time. So you hear her all the time. So I feel like it wouldn't stand out that much on there. But yes, so yeah, I wrote in parentheses, Kelly Clarkson. And she said she has challenged herself on every episode of this, which is something that Kelly is known for doing, is challenging herself, which a lot of people are known for doing that. And she said for this song, she trusted her heart. And the song that she performed was She's Got You by Patsy Cline. She's Got You, I've Got Your Memory, She's Got You, that song by Patsy Cline. And as she was performing it, I had already written trophy out to the side, and as she was performing it, I went, maybe Fantasia? And then her trophy clue made me decide that it wasn't Fantasia. But I did look up where Fantasia is from, and she's from North Carolina, so she would have a southern type accent. And her trophy was a Blockbuster Entertainment Award, and she said something about being a leading lady, and that made me go, Reese Witherspoon, because she can sing, y'all. She did it on Walk the Line, so she can sing. And she talks like she doesn't feel like she deserves to still be on there, and she's surprised that she made it into the semifinals. But I do think that she is doing a really good job. Now, as for whether or not her and Banana Split did really that much better than, I mean, it had to have been real close. Whether or not they did that much better than Caterpillar and Mallard or not, I was kind of surprised Mallard was the first one that went home. I was like, what? For real? Like, he did good. But anyway, um, so yeah, as I said, for Banana Split, I am still going with Selena Gomez and I almost said Justin Bieber. I am so sorry. Selena Gomez and Martin Short at this time. Queen of Hearts, I am up in the air. I still think that it could be Debbie Ryan. She has been in movies and shows. Um, I am trying to think if there was a movie that she was the leading lady in. I don't know for sure. I should have looked into her a little bit more. Kelly Clarkson, I know she, of course, was in the Kelly and Justin movie. I don't know if she did any other movies or not, but she would have been a leading lady in that movie for definite sure. Reese Witherspoon, of course, has been in a lot of movies, and I still also keep leaning toward Britney Spears on this. I'm like, she was still under her conservatorship, but her dad was not, he was like still over her finances, from what I understand. As far as her personal life, mental health, her general health, and her business decisions, from what I understand, the lady who had taken over was in charge. So I feel like the lady who's in charge might have allowed her to do The Masked Singer, and it could be possibly Britney Spears. But I'm leaning stronger toward Reese Witherspoon right now, which I think would be just totally awesome. She can be like, do y'all know who I am? I remember when she got stopped by that cop, and apparently she said to him, do you know who I am? She was speeding. But yeah, I love Reese. She's great. Anyway, so as I have already said, the ones that were revealed were Mallard and Caterpillar, and I have been trying to take notes of what how they blah, 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 how they explain the clues for them, the few clues that they do explain. So Mallard got revealed. My first guess for Mallard was Neil McCoy, which I did not stick with. I what I wrote actually was my first guess was Neil McCoy. My first guess was Neil McCoy, but he's clearly Willie Robertson. That's what I wrote. It was Neil McCoy, but he's clearly Willie Robinson. And I thought it was so funny that Nicole was like, it's a reality star, and then she went with Dog the Bounty Hunter. For real? I mean, I know he's got lots of kids, but nah, Dog ain't gonna sing like that. Anyway, and it was Willie Robertson. Now, the Abraham Lincoln clue that they showed twice when they were talking about his family was in reference to their famous beards, which you'd think I might have thought of that, but I didn't. And the boot, here's another one you'd think you might have thought of, but I certainly didn't. The boot that they showed, the old timey boot, not a cowboy boot, referred to the shape of his hometown of Louisiana. I'm like, gee, I feel like such a moron right now. Like, for real? I should have thought of that. But anyway, yes, he did an excellent job singing. Oh my gosh, Willie, thank you so much for being on the show. You did so awesome. Like, yeah. And the four that are left after this are Queen of Hearts. I do know I haven't talked about Caterpillar yet, but Queen of Hearts, Banana Split, Skunk, and Bull. And I'm like, oh my gosh, so there are like three females, one that is in a group with a guy, but the guy has not sang yet, and one guy. And I was going like it's gonna be Bull, Skunk, Mallard, and Caterpillar. That was my thought on it. But I'm glad to see the ladies representing this season. Yeah, that's right. Skunk, Banana Split. The only the female has sang in that group so far. Queen of Hearts, and then of course Bull, who is not a female, and he's great. And I still think he's Nick Lachey. But anyway, so the other one that was revealed, as I said, of course, was Caterpillar. Oops. quiet down a little bit so I don't wake my grandson up. But anyway, yes, I'm sorry, I got too excited. But Caterpillar, my first guest for him was Justin Bieber, as I'm sure you all recall, and I decided to stick with Justin Bieber. Um, Even though there were a couple of things at this point, like the Bible thing and well, the VMA award. I'm like, I mean, sure, I'm sure Bieber's won a VMA award. He's done everything pretty much. But yeah, so I was like, yeah, I'm still gonna stick with Justin Bieber, even though I thought for a while it might have been Jack Osborne, or did I write anyone else down a while ago? I don't think I did. Um, oh, Ashton Kutcher. Yeah. So briefly, I entertained the notions that it could be Jack Osborne or Ashton Kutcher, and I was like, nah. I mean, Ashton, I'm pretty sure is from Ohio. I don't recall for sure. I think he's from somewhere in the Midwest, though, that could possibly be along the Great Lakes, which the panel seemed to totally completely forget that the Great Lakes were one of his clues on their guesses. But anyway, they tend to do that a lot. Forget about past clues and just go with the ones from this episode. But yeah. So yeah, he turned out to be Bobby Berk from Queer Eye, who is my favorite of they had the old show, Queer Eye for a Straight Guy, and now they have the new one that is just called Queer Eye. And he is my favorite. A lot of times to me, a lot of the other guys that are on the newer ones seem to me like they kind of think they're better than everyone else and think they're better than their clients are. And a lot of times I've seen him literally stand there rolling his eyes, going, guys, we're supposed to be helping these people. But he seems like a real sweetheart and a real great guy. And I was glad to see him on there. And he had me thinking he was Justin Bieber. So, um, I thought he did a really good job. And what was it? He sang to, oh, no. Um, oh, yeah, he sang Low Places. Yeah. And I thought he did an excellent job at it, even though it was breathy. But for his clues that they explained, good on you, Robin Thicke, for thinking that the basketball meant BB because it did, but it didn't stand for Backstreet Boys. It stood for Bobby Berk. But that was a good job, Robin. And, for his initials. And the eye patch that they showed in at least two of the clues that I was like, is this person that he knows a pirate? Or like, what is the deal with this eye patch? Yeah. The eye patch represented the show Queer Eye. Ah. But anyway, I enjoyed the episode, and I hope that anyone who has had the opportunity to watch it has enjoyed the episode. And as always, I forgot to say, please subscribe, hit the like button, and feel free to comment. Yes, I almost always forget to say that, but anyway, and from time to time, I'm going to try to post some short videos, shout outs to groups of people that I am thankful for and grateful for. This is not a Thanksgiving thing. It's like I was thinking the other day, well, my vlog is called Positive Sib because I wanted it to be about positive stuff that could be uplifting and help people. And yes, I talk about The Masked Singer, which is entertaining and fun. I have posted some truck driver training videos. I do my Mystery Mondays thing, which is not necessarily not positive, but it can kind of be a downer. As I said when I was doing the last one, sometimes it just makes me super sad reading the stuff that is going on with these missing persons cases. But anyway, forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna do these little short videos. I did one about how shocked I was about who got sent home on this episode of The Masked Singer. I also did one about that was a shout out to truck drivers, train engineers, pilots, and delivery drivers to let them know how much I appreciate everything that they do or try to do, because I know right now there's I can't even think of the right word for it, but right now it's hard for them to get stuff delivered because a lot of the manufacturers and warehouses and stuff like that are short-handed on staff, which makes it hard for those people, the logistics people on the wheel and flying side and floating side of it, to be able to do what they need to do. But anyway, getting into other stuff now. Um, but yes, I decided to pre-record this one since he's sleeping. And actually, I think the light might be better over here. But I'm not going to set my laptop up. Well, I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, it's because the lamp was against the wall over there. But anyway, yes, I really enjoyed watching this episode. I've really enjoyed this season. I was going to make a list of all of the people who have been revealed so far, and I haven't done that yet, but I'm sure there's one out there. Um, but yeah, just some super big names. Willie and Bobby are both big names, and they're both reality TV people. I mean, I consider Queer Eye to be a reality type show because they go to the people's houses live and, well, semi-live and film stuff. But yeah, anyway, I guess I will go ahead and sign off before I make this video an hour and a half long. I know it's only about a half hour right now. Yay! But anyway, everyone have a great whatever time of night or day it is in your part of the world. Stay safe and stay positive.